video for you. So when you get older, you can see your first haircut. See your first haircut. Look, I'm gonna send this video to Daddy. So he can embarrass you when your girlfriend come over. This is his first haircut. Look at him. He gonna do it too. Yeah, man. Everybody gonna see this. Too, bro.
Crying just like him.
Good job.
Now you mad at him?
Look, there we go.
All right, now, y'all, we got Mr. Freeman's sons taken care of. Now, let's get him squared away. We're going in with the witch hazel. Now, the witch hazel is going to clean and condition my canvas. It's going to help me to where I can get through the hair when I go to comb it, when I go to lay it down or brush it in whatever step that I'm in. It's going to make sure that that hair lays in the correct direction. And we're just going to comb it through and just be vigilant. Just watch the way the hair is flowing. Definitely with a first-time client, and be consistent with the clients that you already have. Continue to be observant, and we're going to dry our canvas to make sure we have a clean and dry canvas. We have our wall seniors right here. It's been a minute since I took these out, but hey, we've been just using the masters. We've been using the masters on this step just to show y'all that you don't need a whole lot of clippers, man. You can keep it simple. But yeah, we're going in. We got that surgical blade on it. That's the fade blade that they talk about these days. That's what they're calling it. But I'm doing this to model a clipper that I like, a corded clipper. It's a Oster Model 10, and it has a 5-0 blade on it. That's what this blade reminds me of right here. It just cleans out bulk really fast. And you know, the seniors, man, Wall is just known for that power. So I brought these things back out, brought them back from the dead to help assist me on this haircut, and they're doing their job. They're not putting a harsh guideline in, so that's why we're going in with these first. We got a ball fade that we're doing right here, so we want to make sure that we get this as clean as possible. Going in with my Babyliss Pro FXs. That is the regular 2.0 blade. It's not the FX blade, but I use this right here to clean out my bulk even more, to get that thing nice and smooth down to the skin. And when I get up to the top up there where I start my first guideline, I'm actually lifting up like I'm fading. I'm not going all the way in it, just to keep from me making a hard guideline. And even if you get it out, sometimes I've heard clients say, you know, the next couple of days, that guideline, if you put it in, like definitely with it facing down, like you putting it in like you're doing a lineup, I heard clients say, man, that line show back up, you know, the next 2 to 3 days, and it's just like you never took it out, even if you did take it out during an appointment. So I keep my blade facing up, man. It's just a tip, because I never want that to happen. We're going in with my Cordless Andis Masters, and we have a 1 guard on. We're gonna keep it dark. You don't want it too low at the top, so we're gonna go with a 1 closed. We're just gonna take our time and get everything even. We have applied that witch hazel, so that hair is just peeling off, you know, along with the powers that the power that the Andis Masters hold. So just like I said, it goes. So it's cleaning out that bulk very well, assisted by the witch hazel. So it's getting it nice down to one level. As you're doing this, you still want to be vigilant. I'm combing and doing it as well. This is not the last time that we're going to go over the top. So we're just trying to get down to one level. We're going to do a freehand trim over the top just to ensure that that thing is laid down. So it's all about the details. So just get it to one length and move on to your next step. Before we get into the ball fade, we're going to go ahead and fade the top of the beard. I go with a lever open, going up against the grain of the beard, and then I flip it back around and fade it in at the lower, probably at the bottom part of the ear right there. I fade that dark part in just like that. And then I go back up to the top and I close my lever and I go ahead and fade that ball to the lightness where I had the lever open. So you just want to go ahead and that's how I do it. I go ahead and finish it up so it can be out of my peripheral and I can just focus more on my ball fade. All right, prime time right here. We want to crack our lever open. On the Andis Masters, there's 2 notches showing, and we want to go up a 1/2 inch. We want to make sure that the panel is nice and clean. Once you do that, you want to close your lever back down, and then you want to go ahead and knock out those dark spots. Go ahead and fade in that part right there while you have the opportunity, because at the top, it's darker, so it's going to contrast off of that so you can see those darker spots better. Once you blended it in the best you can, you're going to go ahead and open your guard, or open your blade all the way up open, and then you're going to go up another 1/2 inch. This is the first half of the fade, and you're doing the same thing. You just going up a notch every step. But this is the first half of the fade. It's a whole inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. And then once you get that panel looking the way you want it to, you want to go ahead, just like we did on the first 1/2 inch, we want to go ahead and use the contrast of the darkness of the top of the head to go ahead and see those spots that we need to go ahead and work that fade in. So just be real smooth with it. Be gentle. You shouldn't have to force anything right here. So this is the second half. We're going to do the same thing we did on the first half. We're going to go up, but we have a 1 guard on and we have the lever closed, and we're going to go up another 1/2 inch. We're going to use the same techniques, the same skills as we did on the bottom half. And then the only thing difference is when it comes to this part, is that you're fading the top, the parietal ridge as it falls. You're fading that into the top, and so you want to do more of a fading motion right here to make sure you blend. So even when you're putting in regular guidelines, you don't want to put them in so hard that it's like steps. You want to go ahead and start blending as you're putting in guidelines, and that just helps your fade just looks very, very smooth, because you're blending as you're going, as you're setting in these guidelines. And it helps a lot as you're going into the top, what we just got finished doing. This is it. We found our 0 guard. This is what as we're going through our steps, as we're knocking out all of those steps, first half, second half, when we find that 0 guard, we want to go in that midsection and we want to bring it all together. We have that lever closed when we first start, going straight into that midsection right where it's the first half and the second half, right in the middle of that. That's halftime right there. We wanna bring it all together right there. We want to make it. We just want to bring it all together the best we can. And you want to do the same thing on the side. Be consistent. That's the thing about this. You can mess up on a cut, man, if you just trying to get too far ahead of yourself. If you're not willing to go all the way through your systems every time, you shouldn't be in no rush at all. Going in on the lineup right here, y'all know how we do it. If you've been following, if you've been listening, we do a sloppy copy first, and we got everything brushed forward, even on the sides. Even though it brushed down, you want to brush it forward like you see me do. We're going in with the side panels first, and we're just taking our time. We're not trying to get it perfect. We're trying to get something, because what you're going to do as you line it up, a sloppy copy, a rough draft first, as you do that, you're going to see the true lining. And so one side is going to be either down a little bit more than the other side, or either up. However it is, you need to know your client's true lineup. Therefore, when you go to fix it, you can tap at it, and that keeps you from pushing anybody back. And sometimes it comes to, and when you get to the top right here, I'm sorry, you want to start in the middle, go all the way to the left, or go all the way to the go all the way to the right. But the thing is, starting in the middle. It don't matter which way you go first, but just start in the middle. I don't have a preferred which way I go, but I know that's how I start. But what I'm saying is that this method helps you to not give anybody a hard pushback. And if you so happen to have to push somebody back, it's a reason, because you can have hairlines that's overgrown and you have to do a pushback. But that's really technically not a pushback. That's lining them up, but you want to do it in a way that's not too much of a pushback. Now it's an extreme. You want to find your balance, find your in between, and that happens when you find their natural hairline. So use that method just to keep you in your box, keep you in your lane, so you won't overplay your part. And that's how I go about it. That's how I make sure I don't, push anybody back. We have that straight razor out, and we want to stretch that skin, holding it at a 90-degree angle. Take your time. If you haven't found your method, your smoothness yet, I started off doing 1, 2, 3, pause. 1, 2, 3, pause. Stretching that skin. I don't have to count anymore because I naturally do it. It's a habit. So I go through my steps and my systems just like I do a regular lineup. I hit my side bars first, and then I come to the middle, and I go all the way to the left. I go all the way to the right. And you'll pick up the same stuff too. And as you pick up these methods, you'll get faster. You'll have more confidence in what you're doing. You won't even have to think about it. That's how you get faster. You don't get faster by moving faster, but you get faster by actually setting down a system and mastering your systems. We're going in with the beard right here. And usually he get a chin strap, but this time he wants to keep it wide. And we're going to hit that back of the beard first. We'll go ahead and line up the back of the beard so we can see the frame. And I'm going to go ahead and hit the under the neck. And these are my wall details, man. I use them on facial hair. And just little small details, real great clippers. I use them. I even got my corded one still. And we're just taking our time and framing out. And we're even going to go, usually I don't do it. We're going to go ahead and hit where on the cheek area. We're not trying to it's the sloppy copy. I'm going in to make a way for my razor, so my razor can slide easily, then just go ahead and putting that razor on the skin. That's how I go about it. As you can see, we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep them high as possible, stretching that skin, taking our time. 1, 2, 3, slide. You can also use a clear shaving gel too as well. If you're just really struggling with that razor, use you some clear shaving gel. I apologize, y'all, for my camera angles. I'm still filling that out, and I know y'all probably can barely see the beard area too because it's darker based off my lighting. You can see it a little good right there, but yeah, just check it out, man. And we're going to do more on facial hair in the future. I like to give y'all, a little bit at a time because it can be a lot sometimes with barbering. But the main thing you want to understand is building you a nice system to stay consistent with. And you're going to probably change systems several times. You'll probably do my method and do somebody else's method that you heard until you find something that works for you. And that's what I did, and this is what works for me. This is what I'm comfortable with. We're staying the same. And when you're doing this type of work right here, you're going to have to tell them to tuck your bottom lip, tuck your top lip, just to keep that skin tight. And you got to gain your confidence in this area because it can be different. Definitely when you in another man's face, you have to get comfortable with that too. That can play a big role. That can play a big part in that. And you're gonna have clients. They may not be too comfortable with you in their face, but hey, they picked you. You know what I mean? You didn't pick them, so we have to shake that off. We have to make them feel comfortable, and the way we make them feel comfortable is being confident in our systems. And that's how you defeat that. That's how you conquer that. And so just make them feel comfortable. The comfortable you are, the more comfortable, even if they're uncomfortable, they'll start to begin to relax, man, every appointment. And as you can see, man, we're doing a nice trim over the beard. And let me throw this out here. You know, usually people trim up the beard first and then they do the line up. If you want to keep the darkness and understand the darkness of the beard and how to preserve hair, you'll go in first and do the line up, and then you'll come back and you'll trim up the beard. And I got my seniors right here again, and it has that blade on. Usually you can use your Andis Masters to trim up the beard too as well. Like I said, you don't need all type of different clippers, but I just brought this to my arsenal because I had it there, and I wanted to add it on. I wanted to use that power of the wall seniors and just get that beard the way it needs to be, man. And like I said, preserve that darkness. You can go on for the lineup first, and then go in and trim where you need to. Now, this is a detail session right here. And everybody needs to do a detail session. Work your corners in your fade, because the lineup, everything is all together. You just get a better look of everything. So you're able to go in and fine tune. You need to do this. And the better you get, you know, even if you're taking a long time for a beginner, you're like, man, I just want to get them out of the chair right now. Go ahead and do a detail session anyways, because you never want a client to get out of the chair and your work is not complete, or you feel like you're not finished. So go ahead and do that detail session anyways. Get in the habit of doing that. I do one every time, even if I feel like the cut is good. I just to ensure myself, and the faster you get with your systems, the longer you can have a detail session. You can have a 10-minute detail session if you're finishing your cut in a good amount of time to help you just bring it all together, man. And this is my favorite part, along with finding that zero guard. This is my favorite part of detail session, and you know, just getting that Andis Masters and using my different methods, man. The raking, the clawing, and getting that corner, and just going to work. It's your time to shine within this detail session. And so, like I say, man, push to get your systems down so you can have a great detail session, man. I believe this is what makes a cut, the detail session. And yeah, man, I got some more videos coming to y'all. So just, man, y'all stay tuned. Please like, share, subscribe, man. Do all of that stuff to help the channel, man. I definitely appreciate it, man, for real. And you know, I can wait, man. I can wait until I build up that group of people, you know, who dropping in the comments, man. I can wait, man, and just to build the people who see the craft of barbering like I do. And, you know, maybe we can be at the barbering expos, the barbering events, you know what I mean, in whatever city and whatever town, man, and we can meet up there and just, man, share the love of this thing together, man. I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to put in the work, man. And if you already out there, if you already watching, man, drop something in the comment section. Let me know what part of the world are you in, you know what I mean? And I want to make this thing real. You see what I mean? So, hey, stay with me, man. This the cut. We followed all our steps. We followed all our systems, and we brought it all together to the best of our ability. You know what I mean? To the best of your ability. That's all it takes, man. And just going in and not skipping a step and just doing the right things, man. It's Nate, and I'm out.